According to counter-racist logic, I always start with that.
Yes, sir.
According to counter-racist logic. This is counter-racist logic, meaning logic that's against racism.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to address mass shootings.
Mass shootings.
Now, let's work through the logic. What exactly is a mass shooting? See, you always start with the words that you're given. Hey, I heard that the other day. This is the worst mass shooting, and the way I heard it, in the history, the word history was used here.
Yes, it was.
Of the United States. Well, first of all, we come down to what's the United States? Well, no one is more united than whom? The white supremacists. All right? So you're not talking about the United States of America. Discount that. Because America doesn't exist yet. Because America is a place and a people who practice justice, and nobody practices justice. That's an idea that everybody should try to be an American, because Americans are people who practice justice. But nobody can practice justice in the system of white supremacy. So if you have a mass shooting, you look at just those two words in isolation, and then you attach them to something from there. And what do you attach them to? If you're going to talk about the greatest number of so-called mass shootings in the history of the world have taken place during and because of the existence of the system of white supremacy. So the greatest number of mass shootings that have ever taken place anywhere in history is every mass shooting, every shot that was fired by anybody into anybody in the system of white supremacy since the beginning of white supremacy and the beginning of, quote, unquote, mass shootings. Now, they say, what is a mass shooting? They say any shooting where somebody was shot in a certain place at a certain time, and the number of people who were shot is what? What I heard, the figure was 4. 4 or more people. That constitutes a mass shooting. So think of all the millions of people who have been shot in the system of white supremacy, and you got your greatest mass shootings in the history of the world. That's the way to look at it.
Yes,
As
sir.
a victim of white supremacy, you say no. No mass shooting taking place in Orlando, Florida. The greatest mass shootings is every person who was shot under the system of white supremacy since the beginning of white supremacy.
Since the beginning.